Hello and welcome to another update video about QNT Quant. We can see that QNT is still in the same scenario. I mean, the support area goes mainly down to $114.64, but obviously extended it out all the way to $108.40 to allow for the so-called 1-to-1 ratio target for this wave 2, yeah, or for the C wave within the wave 2, because as I highlighted to you before, a typical target for a C wave is the so-called 100% extension of the A wave, and that is sort of at $111 roughly, 111.64. Let me just double check if that was measured correctly. I thought it was a bit lower, but maybe, oops, but maybe what to do? 1 second. FIB extensions. So we measure from the high to the end of the wave A. Yeah, that's fine. And then that's exactly where we're looking for the target for the 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah, around about $111. That's why I added the 88.7 FIB retracement as well, because it could come down to that level, and I wouldn't rule out that it will recover from there. But the problem we have now, and that's what I think I highlighted in the last video, is that yes, we broke out of our support area, yeah, reversed to the upside, broke above the trend line, that's fine, but the move up was only in 3 waves. That's always a warning. So it might make one more lower low, hit the 78.6 FIB level, retest that one. When we're holding above the descending trend line, which is fine for now, it retested, which is normally also good. But now it obviously needs to deliver and rally. Now that probability that it will rally directly from here has now been reduced because it broke out, but only made a 3-wave move. That's never great, yeah, unless it's part of a diagonal or something, but that's never great. Makes it unreliable, and it increases probabilities that it will head down further. Have to say that very clearly. Also, we are still in the descending trend channel, so really until we break out of the descending trend channel, which is the so-called corrective channel, we can't really strongly say that the move up has started. Surely we have an initial signal because it broke above the yellow trend line, and it did quite a bit of a rally afterwards. But that's all been sold off again. You know, it's not a sustained breakout. You can't really justify that view. So all options are still on the table here. Could be working on this C wave of 2 that will get less likely below 114.60, and even more likely below 108.40. If we break below that level, we are probably coming into the yellow wave count. So we've got the blue count here, which indicates we could be working on this 1-2 setup, which should rally in a third wave into the $200 region at least, and then it comes down here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in yellow, and if it fails, obviously, right? If it that's the yellow count. So if it comes down, breaks below the 78.6 FIB, it's very unlikely it will still follow the blue count, and then we talk about a probable retest of the $100 level. Could imagine that might here be the third wave, yeah, of the C wave. Then we might get a bounce in 4 and come down in 5 to finish off this C wave of wave 2. But that's at the moment only the alternative. Note though, it will get more and more likely the lower we go into this support area, and especially significantly more likely if we break below 114.60. I strongly believe that the QNT setup here is not the best one. That's why we only highlighted the support area in yellow, because we've got these 2 scenarios still on the table. Anybody who's not, anybody who wants to scale in, maybe spot. I mean, what you can do is just to apply my strategy that I normally use. We have 2 support areas which are sort of above each other, right? So you basically have one huge support area, and there's always, it might be worth just scaling in sort of, like this. Small position size here to keep really losses small, by having a small position size, and then going higher and higher in position size until we're just above sort of invalidation, which will be down here around $60, $61. I mean, even below that level it wouldn't be invalidation, but you can argue that below $61, again, even the alternative count here in yellow will not work out, and we're actually in a bearish case. So anybody that's an option for anybody who doesn't necessarily want to pick the lowest price, because you often can't. That's useful in a time where we have, where it's a little bit less clear, and also where you're more interested in the long term, or at least to trade the third wave to the upside, yeah. And where, but just be aware that you still need to work on your position size. Yeah, you can't use all your cash on the way down. So it's sort of, see this maybe as one trade, just split it into smaller chunks. Okay. Okay, that's my update about QNT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.